Right, Pride of London. London is blue, let's have it right. Up the Chelsea, up the Middles FC, let's go. Have it right, Middles FC. Gaffer, you got the minerals, yeah? Love it. Got the minerals, TT.
Hey, Johnny's got the fucking minerals, mate.
So have it right, up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Big up to every single one of you live and locked in tonight. I hope everyone is doing well. Up you all gravy and enjoying life and living life and happy that the jellyfish is out of our football club. Let's have it right. But first and foremost, guys, I want you to smash to pieces that like button. If you haven't hit that like button, go and smash it right now. And if you've not subscribed to Minerals FC, go and hit that subscribe button. Go and subscribe to the channel and help us get to the 6K at the very least, guys, very least. We got the notification bell, ding dong, let's have it right. Hit that so you know when we're going live on this platform. And we got the Minerals FC membership, which is pinned at the top of the live chat and down below in the description, guys. So big up to every single one of you locked in. What a fantastic show we had last night. What a monumental moment in our football club at the minute. A massive, massive change is needed, and we all knew it, and it's arrived. And let's have it right. While we were on the Minerals FC, I don't even know who done this. I don't even know who done it, but you know what? Big up to you, geezer, because last night, halfway through, what was it, 30 minutes into our Minerals FC show, we get the official announcement, the club statement that, yes, Jellyfish Potter had been sacked and he's out of the club, and we are now in the hunt for a new gaffer. But this is what happened on the Minerals FC last night. Let's have it right, guys. This is exactly what happened, and I don't know why it's not coming up. Is it coming up? Yes, it is. Here it is. Let's go. Let's land it, guys, because that's what we do. Our voice is heard. We land it. We push it. We don't let go. We push them narratives as far as they go. We speak the truth on the Minerals FC, and let's have it right. We are walking them in the park right now. They have to decide, do we want to be out on the nice greenery and go on the tennis courts and the football pitches, or have some picnics with no McDonald's and Happy Meals, some fresh grab, or do we want to go in the woods? Which one is it going to be, guys? Which one is it going to be? Because we're done with the Happy Meals. We don't want that nonsense, but there's plenty going around, guys. But first and foremost, let's land it. Let's quickly say hello to everyone in here. Big up to all my Minerals FC legends. We got Leo in here. We got Mickey Droyboy, London's finest, in here. Jamar Jones, Bartek landing it. We've got Cursor, Mixed Minerals, Medina, Jonah, Chelsea Old Boys. Come on, my geezer, my member as well. Let's have it right. We see things that they'll never see. And they are starting, hopefully, they're starting to see what we see. And we are the elite club, Chelsea. That's what we are. And we deserve the best at this football club. We deserve to be up there challenging. We are that club. Let's have it right. Big up to my geezer, Chelsea Old Boys, as always, landing the minerals. Big up to Jack as well. We got John O'Red, Georgie One Foot. We got LVFC TV. Big up to you. We got Anthony in here. Topbin says, let's have it right. Sacking the jellyfish was long overdue. The key thing now is getting the right replacement. We can't be moving like clowns again. We are elite. Our heritage, up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Big up to you. Big up to DeFreezy, my new member as well. Evening all. Hope everyone is ready for their daily minerals. Chelsea Mitchie Boys, well, big up to Chelsea Mitchie Boys. I did land some minerals today on Chelsea Mitchie Boys channel. Go and check it out, guys. Go and subscribe to this channel. Big up to Bobby Fairview. Said big up Johnny and up the Chelsea. The struggle continues before we can blink. They are balls deep with us. With this Nagelsmann dross. We are Chelsea. We do not exist to develop kids or young managers. We win things. Let's have it right. Let's have it right. Chambers, big up to Chambers. Big up to Hannah as well. Big up to you. Hope you're doing well. Big up to Neil, my geezer. Patrick Bateman. We got Dino, my geezer. Dale Warner, my member. Big up to you, geezer. Big up to Minerals George. Immortal Technique, my member as well. British Patriot, lovely to see you in here. Big up Johnny, fucking Minerals up the Chelsea. We got Alex as well. Everyone's in here, guys. Big up to all you guys supporting the channel. You know I respect you and I've got so much appreciation for all the support you give to the channel. Big up to every single one of you. Ex-Captain Grunch is in here. Cuz Lightyear, Charles Indefinite. We got, who else? Get in the chat, guys. Let me see who's in here. One Only Ace is in here. He says, yo, Joe, although I disagree with a lot of your takes, you're fucking entertaining, bruv. Listen, it's not about entertainment. It's about saving our football club from the utter shit show and circus that we're in right now. We need to get out of that mindset of circus and pantomime. We need to be serious now. We need to be serious. Big up to Dano's in here. John CFC, Mike Geezer, Lee's in here. Matty K. We got JP the dog. Who else? Tars in here. All you guys. CFC Stephen, Mike Geezer. Hope you're doing well, mate. Hope you're doing well. Lovely to see you in here. Charles Williams in here. Fatter's in here as well. Big up Faye says UCL heritage soon. Come on. You know, we need to see what happens. Real Madrid is a massive one. Massive one. We need an elite gaffer in the dugout. We need someone with real minerals, with real tactical nous, with the mentality that we crave and we demand at this football club. We need that right now. The whole squad needs it. The whole club needs it. The supporters need it. It's clear as day, guys. It's clear as day. Big up to Fatter, landing the suit minerals there. Who else we got? Chelsea Till I Die. Big up to you. We got some. I can't even pronounce your name, bruv. Sfoof Melee. Big up to you in South Africa. Big up to you, my geezer. Big up to Sammy. Big up to Philip as well. My thoughts are always with you guys. Big up to you too. Hope you're doing well. Johnny's in here as well. Mad Max is in here. Everyone, Arman. Big up to every single one of you. Make sure you get in the chat. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel as well. And just get in here. Just get in here and land your thoughts and be part of the community because that's what it's all about. The bigger we are, the stronger we are in numbers, guys. We are the Minerals FC army and we won't stop for no one. And we will keep defending and fighting for our football club and demanding what we deserve, which is the very best of the best. Let's have it right. Up the Chelsea, up Minerals FC. We're going to land it tonight. There's a lot of talking points. A lot of things have happened. A lot of things have been said tonight. Well, tonight I'm going to say a lot of things, but today there's been a lot of things said. So we're going to delve into that. We're going to be able to delve into it. Big up to all the mental health, all the peeps unwell and suffering. The Minerals FC family supports supports you all. Big up to Chelsea Old Boys, up the Minerals FC. Big up to Strays. Big up Johnny. Johnny boy. Hope Todd don't go jellyfishing again. Listen, he needs to stay out of that. He needs to stay away from jellyfish. Do you know what? I got salmonella from having to digest too much jellyfish, bruv. It's killed me, mate. I'm done. Done like a kipper. I don't want it no more. I don't want to stay away from jellyfish. It's not my thing, man. It's not my thing. We don't want all that ink and all that nonsense. We don't want that. We want the good stuff. We want the good stuff. I like my sea bream. You know, I like a bit of fish, some real meat there. But it is what it is, guys. Big up to Dominic, my member as well. Big up Johnny, Land of Damn Minerals. Yet again, we do it. Barbar's in here as well. Big up to Barbar. He says, yeah, let's be part of, what does he say? Let's have it right. What does he say? Let's be part of the community. Mount Bakayoko Milner must leave. Listen, don't be a wrong un. Don't block him, guys. Let him stay in the chat. Let him learn. Let's educate the geezer. Let's educate him because he's clearly not thinking straight. He's on the Minerals FC and he wants to bring up Milner. Listen, it's disgraceful, but you know what? We laugh at you because you're acting like a wrong un, and it is what it is. But we move. Let's see if he comes to his senses, guys, in the chat. Let's give him some leeway. Let's see if he does actually understand what he's saying because, you know, it doesn't end well on the Minerals FC chat. You know, it's golden minerals in there and it's relentless. It can get really bad in there. So you have to be careful, Barbar. Tread very carefully in the Minerals FC chat. So it's just a little warning. Take it from me. Trust me. You don't want to go there. You don't want to go there. Big up to Alex. Big up to John CFC. Who else is in here? Chelsea Till I Die. Johnny says, goldfish memory man is class. Come on, listen, goldfishes. We call them goldfishes. That's brilliant. We love that. Mickey Joy Boy says, Wolves only in the Minerals army. Come on. Land it, guys. Land it in the chat. You know what to do in there. Big up to Chelsea Old Boys. Look at this. Big up to the lady of the Minerals FC family. Landing it. The great Hannah. Big up to Hannah. Always supporting the channel. Landing the Minerals on everywhere, mate. Everywhere. Listen, we see things they'll never see, guys. Big up to Blue Star FC. My geezer. Minerals Mount getting sunset. Blue Star says unknown. Big up to you, geezer. So, guys, what should we delve into first? I've got some things to explain. I've got some things to let you know of. I'm trying to, obviously, there's a lot of nonsense going on along the timeline, like, oh, how can people be celebrating someone getting sacked? Let's have it right. This guy didn't deserve to be in the job. The sacking was long overdue. And no one likes a gaffer to be sacked, but this guy just wasn't it. He didn't have the minerals. He hasn't got the elite mentality, and it is what it is. He's gone. Stop crying about it. All the Potter-inners, all the ones that are backing, but I'm going to back Potter because I want to be edgy. I'm going to back him. Not knowing the absolute state of our football club, the state of the results, the shit show behind the scenes, and these lot are still going because they want to be edgy. You know, dirt off our shoulders. It is what it is. We're going to discuss a lot of things, but the topic is, there's a couple topics. There's a topic about what I've heard about the model. And there's a topic about which gaffer and what direction would that gaffer take us in, depending on who we go with. And what's the mindset of the ownership right now? And what are the brown envelopes saying? We're going to delve into all that. So before we get into it, guys, make sure you smash that like button. Every single one of you smashed a piece of the like button. So we'll delve into it. I'm going to go straight in. And we're going to delve into this one right here. Because this one sets the tone of what I'm going to discuss. Guys. So before I get into that, let's keep going. All right. So. Let's land it, guys. Right, so what have we got here? Let's just double check you can see it. Yes, you can. Of course you can. You can see things they'll never see. So, It has come out from Matt Fraud Law himself. He's a fantastic voice for the football club. We all know that. But he obviously got a little bit pissed off when he spoke about Mason Mount, and he was landing some home truths on the ownership. But maybe he's been cornered and he's come to his senses and he's back to where he's normally being used. So Todd Bowling, Begdad Barley have put Lawrence Stewart and Paul Winstanley in charge of the process to find Graham Potter's Chelsea successor, with the co-controlling owners planning to play supporting roles. Now, if anyone believes that, if anyone genuinely believes that these two cowboys, we call them, because they got a long way to go. They're a long way from Starbucks. What they have done to our football club, yeah? There ain't no rosy talk for these guys. These guys are in the blacklist, mate. Yeah? You heard of the blacklist. That's what these guys are, because they're absolutely sabotaging us as we speak. Now, if you honestly believe that Lawrence Stewart and Paul Winstanley are in charge of the process to find Graham Potter's successor, where the hell is the talk of Christoph Vivell? Where's that talk? Why is it these two? Paul Winstanley, Brighton. Are we having a bubble here? Guys, we have to understand something here. This is laughable. This is laughable. And it was also reported, if I can get it up. Where is it? I'm pretty sure, guys, it was about Vivell and how Vivell's going to be more involved. So basically, the whole narrative right now, ironically, yeah, coincidentally, let's have it right. Now Begdad Barley and Bowley are going to take a step back, are they? They're going to take a step back, and they're going to let these guys decide and help advise on the new gaffer. Bang as a mash waffle. If you believe that, I don't know what to tell you. Track record tells you something else. Tells you there's a lot of dictatorship going on at the football club. And I want to land something. Right now. And I don't think I put it up on the thing, so I'm gonna have to put it up on my phone. Someone sent me this today, all right? Because obviously this wrong and blocked me, and I'm glad he has, because he talks waffle. But listen, it must have been bitterly difficult for this geezer to write what he wrote. Yeah, he wrote this today, and obviously it's from whether it's another brown envelope or not. This is facts, all right? I know it's facts, but it's come from not a tier one. It's come from another source, but it doesn't matter. It's still out there, and it deserves to be out there. And it's exactly everything that I've been saying to you lot of Minerals FC. So I'll put it up on my phone so we can all read it. All right? I'll try and get it up there. Can we get it? There we go. Can we all see that? Can we all see that? No, the light's too bright. Let me go this way. All right, I'll put it up there, and then I'll read it to you lot, all right? I'm going to read it to you. It'll be easier for me because I can't see with a phone. All right, so it says, some Chelsea staff are said to have had an element of sympathy for Potter and were left with the impression he was not entirely free to manage the team as he might have liked. Bosh. Let's have it right. We land the Minerals. Yes, that's why you're called a yes man. That is why you're called a jellyfish yes man, because you have been dictated by the ownership. You've been dictated by the ownership to pick the team. There was no way Graham Potter was this bad. There was no way Graham Potter was this bad as a gaffer with better players at his disposal. No chance. So let's have it right. When I land the Minerals and I land it with the truth, mate. Yeah, the absolute truth. And that's why these lot are walking them around the woods, because they're already in the woods. But I've just temporarily taken them out of the woods because they sacked Graham Potter. But in a minute, let's have it right. They need to pipe down. They need to respect and understand football is a very difficult industry. It's not your normal industry. They ain't selling fruit and veg, bruv. They ain't selling software. It's not something that is just that's your product and you're selling it. You're not building property in locations and real estate. It's a different kettle of fish. Football has so many factors involved that it's of a huge magnitude, massive, and there's a massive risk in football. And these lot have taken the biggest risk of all risks, and they haven't even been in the sport and in the industry for 5 minutes. So it tells you everything you need. They're a danger, guys. They're that. Are we back or what, man? Are we back? So it is what it is. All right. This is the problem. I don't know what's happening, guys, but big up to all you guys. If I went in and out, I don't know what's happening. The brand envelopes, the owners, someone's trying to infiltrate the Minerals FC, and we got to stop it, guys. But anyway, smash the like button, every single one of you. We're back on live. I don't know what's going on, but it is what it is. But anyway, this is the point I'm making. It's proved that he's a jellyfish yes man. They got this guy in from Brighton because he's at a level as a manager where you can dictate and control him, and he's happy, he's honoured to be at Chelsea Football Club. That's the difference. That's the difference. That's why you can't do that with Tuchel. That's why Tuchel got sacked. They didn't see eye to eye. The vision wasn't there. Let's bring up what Todd Bowley said, because this is very clear. Tuchel is someone incredibly talented and had a great success at Chelsea, but our vision for the club was to find a manager who really wanted to collaborate with us. We just weren't sure that Thomas saw it the same way we saw it. We just don't have the same vision for the future. That vision is the Red Bull model. That vision is a feeder club, making bets in different markets, buying youth players on low wage structure, paying certain transfer fees, but trying to pick the best of the best out of the youth, and then bringing in this Gaffer to try and count on him and bank on him developing these players. But what they don't understand is to do that at a Brighton club at that level, yeah, all gravy, no problem. There's no expectation. There's no demand. You can't do that at Chelsea Football Club. At Chelsea Football Club, we have been the most successful club in the last 22 years. You cannot get away with that here. All right. Now, we're going to talk about the model. We're going to talk about what the owners want. I've got some insight for you. But at the end of the day, this is the real matter. Right now, they have been forced to sack him. They didn't want to sack him. They wanted to keep it going as long as possible. And unfortunately, they got done like, we got him. We got him. We landed it. There was no way they could justify keeping this guy. There was no more brown envelopes to hand out. There was no more PR you could throw at it. It was maxed out, literally maxed out. Nothing you could do. Credit cards, Coots cards, all maxed out, bruv. Yeah. So it is what it is. We have to respect that these guys are now in a position where they have to go the right way. And when I talk about football as a whole, football has major context. You know, it's not a case of just go and buy these young players, count on them delivering. You've got to factor in, for example, injuries, development. Their trajectory might not be as the data suggests because they're human beings. Their surroundings, the context around the club, who's managing, who's training, who's developing, what teammates have you got? What's the vision? What's the mentality? All these factors. You got a brand in itself that doesn't need rebranding. It doesn't need to it's big enough as it is, and you can just build off it. You don't need to change anything. I don't know what's going on, guys. Apologies. Big up to every single one of you in here. Listen, it's a shit show right now. But just as I'm getting into it, it's getting bad. It's getting bad. So anyway, it's a sustainable model. In other words, the Roman model itself, but it's completely different to what we're going to be dealing with now. So the Roman model, we all know, yeah? Roman spends out of his own pocket because it's a hobby to him. It's a toy, yeah? He wants to win. He's a winner. He wants to achieve. That's what it is. That's what it is. So these guys don't want to go that route. They're not spending out their own pocket. They are relying on buying youth players and making money on these players and hopefully winning along the way. That's the mentality. That's the model. They want to make money. They were about money. Roman was about success and enjoying the love of the game. Completely different owners. So they are like the Glazers. Glazers are only interested in money. That's all they want is money. Yeah? But this is different. They don't want to spend out their own pocket. And do you know what the joke is? The joke is that they're debt-free. They're debt-free. And they've gone and spent 600 million and set us back down to 11th place. They spent 600 million and they've sacked 2 gaffers in one season and we ain't even finished the season. That's how much of a shit show it is at Chelsea Football Club. That's how clueless these guys are. And when all these journalists go out, oh, they do know what they're doing. Well, clearly they don't. We know they don't know what they're doing. And now we got them. Now you have to change your model. You have to step back and you have to let a gaffer come in and all the professionals in football with the football brains take control of this football club. That's what they got to do. Yeah, they have to do that. And the next manager, as my title says, the next gaffer dictates the model. It's either going to be the same jellyfish model or it's going to be a change of direction, and they have to accept, okay, we do want to implement the Red Bull model. We want to implement it, but we have to do it with a top manager who can instill that winning mentality, that has tactical awareness, that is built different to what we've had in the Jellyfish Potter. Someone that's capable of dealing with an elite club as we are Chelsea. So we have to see what happens, because right now we're going to talk about the different managers that are there. But mate, I've heard some howlers. And I'm going to bring them up. But my thing is this. They have no interest in spending money long term. They have no interest in that. What they're trying to do is buy these players, build a team as cheap as possible in the sense of buying these young players on low wages so they keep their books down, all right? And if they have to pay a little bit more for some players, they'll do that, all right? They'll buy these players and they want a manager to blend these in and bed them in, bruv. That's what they want, all right? And what they want to do is steady the ship, implement this structure to be self-sufficient, and then they will, when they make money on players that they've bought for cheap, young players, they sell these players. That's the kitty that they're going to use to buy the next player that manager will want. Well, we know how that model goes because we've seen every other club go through that, and it ain't healthy and it ain't successful and it takes a fucking long time. So my point is this. We're not looking to win anything. They actually are prepared not to win anything for the next 5 years. Yeah. I've had brown envelopes. Yeah. And it's quote unquote, they say, it's a fantastic project. It's an exciting project, but it can go very, very wrong. Ding dong. It's fucking going wrong now. It's gone wrong now. And they haven't even started because do you know why? It's not going to work. You want to be sustainable with this model. It's not sustainable, bruv, at Chelsea, at an elite club. So you are now forced You are forced to take a step back. The two dumb and dummers, they need to take a step back and stop being control freaks and think they know football when you don't know football. Back off. Bring in a proper gaffer. Yeah? You bring in a Luis Enrique, he's a no-nonsense manager. He's got his philosophy. He knows what he wants. He won't take no shit, and he won't allow any fucking owner tell him what players to pick in his team, because Potter allowed that. Potter didn't even have the bollocks or the minerals, like I said he should have. And I've been saying this for God knows how long, and you lot can rep me, yeah? But he should have had the bollocks to say, do you know what? I'm going to play the way I want to play, and there's nothing you can do about it because I'm on a 5-year contract on 12 mil a year. And if I'm getting results, you can't sack me. Let's have it right, because the support's being behind me. But this gaffer, this jellyfish, he didn't have those minerals, because he don't have minerals. He's not a character. He's not strong enough. Now, what we need at our football club is a strong gaffer, a mentality monster, a winning hungry machine, an elite gaffer. Luis Enrique is that guy. He's available. He speaks English. He's a winner. He plays sexy tiki-taka football. He knows how to win. He's got great philosophy. He speaks. He's unbelievable. He's a beast to the press. We love that. He's got it. He's got it. And then you've got Nagelsmann, another one, young and upcoming. What's the bangers and mash waffle we're hearing now? That the ownership are Iqbali and Begdad Iqbali and Todd Bowley are very concerned about his age being 35. What are you on about? What elite gaffer do you think's going to buy into your model? This is Nagelsmann is the closest gaffer that they can get to try and buy into what they're doing. But there's still a difference. I don't believe Nagelsmann is a full yes man. I think he'll give or take certain things, all right? But I don't see him as a jellyfish, because he's still a winner. He's still won a Bundesliga, poker. He's achieved, and he's managed at an elite football club. He's gone from Red Bull and he's gone to Bayern Munich. So he has that track record about him. He has a bit of substance, but he's not elite. He's not won the golden trophies. Yeah? He's won in a league that he's from. Now, we have to think about this. Enrique, for me, is my preferred choice. I would love this guy at Chelsea. I would love him at Chelsea. But I don't believe he's a yes man. I don't believe Nagelsmann a yes man. But this is where it gets a sticking point. This is the sticking point at Chelsea right now. Is we are hearing the candidates on Sky Sports. Spalletti, write that one off. Forget it. It's not happening. He's not going to leave Napoli the way they're playing, the way they are. It's not happening. Forget that. That's waffle. All right. That's just a name to put in there to create a bit of spice for the journos to get the clicks. They bring up Pochettino. Pochettino's already rejected Chelsea because he will refuse to be that yes man. That's the first thing. Let's land the minerals. Matt Law, hello fella. Hope you're well. And then you got De Zebri, who no one knew about, and he's gone to Brighton. And you're going to go and get another manager from Brighton. Not happening. We won't accept it. If that fucking happens, I swear down, there's riots. Yeah? There's riots, there's protests, there's a lot, mate. Yeah? We have to go all in. We cannot accept that level. It's a joke. It's not proven in any way whatsoever. In fact, he's made Brighton better than what they are because the foundations were laid by Potter. If Potter was allowed and he got a bit more investment, he probably would have taken to that level. But Potter didn't get a chance. He took the Chelsea job. Potter's career, his reputation's been fucking tarnished by these clowns. And it's very sad. I sympathise with Potter. And I know that he's been told to make decisions. Let's have it right. Trev Baresi, he wanted him to play in the wing back, the back three. That's what they trained for. And then Reece James, the right wing back. They made the change. Because it doesn't make sense. No one can understand that makes sense of that. So it is what it is. But my thing is this. Nagelsmann, he's a bit of a hothead. He's young. He's hungry. How's that going to go down with the ownership? Just because he knows Christopher Vell, it doesn't mean that it's going to be like how it was at Red Bull, because the owners are different to the Red Bull owners and the club is a different animal. This club is elite. Red Bull ain't elite. Christopher Vell, he's happy to be at Chelsea. Let's have it right. Paul Winstanley from Brighton, happy to be at Chelsea. Threw Graham Potter under the bus because he knows he's still going to be at Chelsea. They're yes men. The guys upstairs are the owners' yes men. It doesn't just stop at Potter. It goes right through the food chain at Chelsea. So as long as everyone's aware of that, we're all good, and we need to make a stand and we need to fight. We have to fight against their decision and their model of being sustainable, of not pulling money out of their own pocket because they want to use Chelsea and milk Chelsea's name to bring young talent and build us up. No. No elite manager is going to accept that. No elite manager will accept that. In fact, every elite manager will have the demands of ready-made players that they want to implement into the team. And unfortunately, these guys don't see it like that. That's why they sacked Thomas Tuchel. Thomas Tuchel wanted specific players. He wanted a specific profile, and he wants a DM. And what did Nagelsmann come out? We've got a clip of Nagelsmann saying the most important player in the team, who was, let's have it right, was basically mentored and trained by Tuchel. Yeah, being German and that. And he's a young, talented coach, but he's young. Yeah, we know that. But he's managed Bayern Munich. I think that's impressive. He's won a Bundesliga there. It's impressive still. He's unbeaten in the Champions League, and he's also got Bayern Munich second in the table. Tuchel's now going to take the next level and go and win the Bundesliga because he's elite. He's finished article. This guy's not finished article. So again, we're downgrading from what we already had because of their shit model. But now they're having, I think they're having a little bit of they're in a bit of a pickle where right now they have to reassess their model and try and get a balance. And that's the right thing to do. That's the right thing to do. They need to do that. If they don't do that and they continue this, we're going to get a De Zerbi, and let's have it right. Let me tell you who else they're fucking looking at right now. It makes me sick to my stomach. It's reported Marco Silva, surprise candidate to become Chelsea manager after Graham Potter sacked. They admire Marco Silva. I mean, listen. Let's not take the piss. Let's not take the piss with De Zerbi's and Marco Silva's, bruv. You know, what is this? What is this? You know, I just find it very, very worrying. Yeah, I find it very, very concerning. We have to, honestly, we got to be on it. We have to be on our game, guys. But listen, that is a nonsense paper. But I'm just saying, why are these names coming out? Why? Do you know why? Because what they're doing is they're testing the waters with what the supporters will accept. Because right now, it's literally a fine line between what do the supporters accept. Because if you go and bring us a De Zerbi, for example, forget Silver, he ain't going to come, all right? But I'm just saying, they're testing the waters to see what level they can get away with, yeah, to suit their model. I think, although Nagelsmann is their guy and the favourite, I think they're struggling. I think they're struggling to convince Nagelsmann. And I think Nagelsmann has got his demands. And why wouldn't he? He's been at Bayern Munich. He knows how an elite clubs run. He knows how they're structured. He knows the pressure. He wants to win as well. He doesn't want to come like Potter and have his career tarnished. Yeah. So this is my thing. I think Nagelsmann is needed more by the owners than Nagelsmann needs the owners in Chelsea. That's the difference. Because I don't think we're in that position. I think Luis Enrique is the same situation. Now, the owners have to sit down and meet at the very minimum halfway with these two gaffers. Because I think these are the two favourites. I think Nagelsmann and Enrique are the two front runners for this job. And they are, for me, the two right candidates. Although I love Hansi Flick, I don't think we're going to get Hansi Flick. Because Hansi Flick is too much of an animal. He's too much of they won't be able to handle him. The owners will not be able to handle him. They won't be able to handle an Ancelotti, even though he's very chilled. He's got his demands and he's got his lawyers and his team. They'll eat him up like kippers, these American guys. Yeah, these owners. But Jose Mourinho, Ancelotti, all these guys, Zidane, you know, they have their set ways, and they will not. They're just too big of personalities. So I think Enrique's the more unlikely out of the two favourites. I think Nagelsmann's that guy, but I still think whoever gets the job has to be strong, has to be mentally strong, has to not take shit, has to do it their way, and they need to set the tone. If they can do that, and it is a Nagelsmann, I'm content and I'm backing him. No problem. But I have to understand that. I don't think these owners want to let go just yet. They're fighting tooth and nail for this shit model. All right. And now they're in a position where they're cornered. We got a Champions League Real Madrid quarter final waiting for us. We got Liverpool tomorrow. Right. We got Bruno Mars in the dugout. The bald, fraud Bruno Mars. He's not Bruno Mars, but you know what I'm saying. We got the geezer now. We got Bruno in the dugout. So time is ticking, and we need an elite gaffer for Real Madrid. Absolutely, he's an absolute must. Listen, this Bruno ain't no Di Matteo. Di Matteo is a proven player. He's Chelsea legend. He came in and he had a finished article team. This is not the same. This is not the same scenario. Now, we're at a point now where we're told Nagelsmann wants to wait till the summer. Chelsea board can't wait that long. They also have to pay money out. They've got to pay money out to get Nagelsmann to Bayern Munich, who Bayern Munich have taken Tuchel, who we sacked for Grandpa. We've sacked to try and get Nagelsmann. Listen to the fucking joke this is, all right? And let's land it as well. Up to Chelsea, up Mills FC. Every single one of you hit the like button, smash the like button for what I'm about to say. And you'll understand why I'm going to say it. They've spent 50 million on Graham Potter. They've spent a further 20 million. They've spent almost 71 million on Graham Potter. Do you know what clowns they are? That's a fucking Declan Rice. That's a DM. That could have bought you a Casemiro, and we could have had a whole different scenario at Chelsea for the team. These guys have gone wasted 70 million on hiring a yes man that went horribly wrong. Egg on their face, rotten eggs on their face. Let's have it right. And that's it. Now look where they are. They're in the mud. They're in the woods. They're in the woods. Every single one of them. So this is the situation we're in now, where although they want sustainability, although they want to, you know, although they want to implement this Red Bull model, this Borussia Dortmund model. All right, they're in a position now where they're forced. Their hand has been forced. Because do you know why? We pulled that one hair off a nutsack. That's why we're drinking their tears. They had to sack him, and now they have. And now this is the moment. When I said to you guys after Southampton and Spurs, I said this is the most important moment in the history of our football club right now. This is going to dictate the future of our football club. All right. We know we got shit owners. We know they're worse than the Glazers. We know that. We can't change that. They're not going to sell now. They've got to wait 10 years. Glazer clause. Big up to Roman. At least he landed something now. I don't believe Roman chose these guys. These guys are clowns. They don't give a shit about our football club. All they care about is making money. Their model is money focused, not winning trophies focused. That's not to them what makes the money. What makes the money is assets. Buying young players, low wages, selling them on in 3-4 years. That's why you got the 8-year contracts. That's why they want Mason Mount on 8 years. That's why they got Reece James on 6+1 years or 7 years. That's why they're buying Mudryk on 8 years. Enzo Fernandez, all these players are on fucking long astronomical contracts. But what happens if they get, for God forbid, a terrible injury, all right, and they're out? Or they're continuously injured. I mean, even Reece James now, he needs a whole medical team just for him, all right? What happens? You're in the mud. Financially, you're in the mud. You might be in a loss. You're paying all this money out. It's not like normal business. I know they're billionaires. You're a billionaire for a reason, but you're crooked as well for a reason because you're a billionaire. All billionaires are crooked. Let's have it right. And these guys are crooked. All right. We know this. They're pulling loopholes and this and that. God knows what else they're doing. Yeah. But their bottom line is this. The risk that they have taken already, banking on Potter and banking on these players, is already bitten them on the arse. And now, like I said, their nutsack, that hair's, we've pulled it out, we've shaved it off, and now those nuts are like, a bit of talcum powder, like a baby's bum. They're just falling off it. They can't hang on to not one testicle at the minute. So they have to go out there and get a proper gaffer. And it's killing them because this proper gaffer's going to make demands. Now we're talking. Now this is the moment at our football club where we either go this way or we go this way. This is where we are. Now, the first stage was Potter. He's gone. He's gone. Now we've got their little yes man from Brighton in charge. It is what it is. He's not going to be there for long. But we have to go and get a Luis Enrique, guys. I want you all in the chat. Let me know what gaffer you want, what gaffer you believe is the right choice for Chelsea right now. Let me land these super minerals quickly. While you do that, land in the chat who you think the next gaffer or who you want the next gaffer to be, and put it in and just put why maybe. And we'll see what the general vibe is. Guys, hit the like button. There's almost 300 of you in here. Smash the like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Get in the chat and land your minerals. Indefinite says the best model is the trophy model, Roman U. Well, exactly. You see, these brand envelopes are pushing this narrative that the success is not just about trophies. Well, yes, it is. That's what the aim of the game of football is. That's what makes a club elite, massive, global. That's what branding is. When you're winning, it's like a business. If you're making profits and you're everywhere and your marketing's elite, you're going to grow. It's winning. You got to win the trophies for you to build your fan base even bigger. You've got a young generation of kids out there that are looking for a team to support if they're not being grounded by their parents. You know what I mean? And drilled in that you're going to support this club. They got a choice. Well, if Chelsea are in the mud, they're not going to choose Chelsea. You know what I mean? They're going to go and look at whoever's winning at that moment in time. Well, this is it. That new generation is more money to the club. In their eyes, that's more money. That's what they want. They want that money. So at the end of the day, guys, that's where we got to go. We have to make sure that this club is going in the right direction, and winning trophies is the answer. That's what it takes to win trophies, guys. Big up to Definite. You're not wrong. That is the right model. That is the right model. Also, he's landed another one. He says Flick is a General Land owned Tuchel when he reigned. Yeah, I mean, listen, I think Nagelsmann's a young version of these two, but he's still got a lot to prove. This is what I'm saying. Flick is a finished article, but yet he's got a very small sample size. But I like what he's doing. I like his mentality. I think what he did winning the quadruple was just ridiculous. That's just mental. And the style of football that they played as well. It was a machine. They were a machine. Relentless. Banging goals. Never stop. Just keep going. And I love that. That's the mentality. Tuchel's got that elite mentality. We know that. And he's an elite winner as well. But I don't think they can go quite to that level unless they change the structure completely. I think they have to go halfway. That's the sad thing about it. But for me, I think getting Enrique is the closest you're going to get. It's the closest you're going to get. And he's the right gaffer. He's the right one to instill the grassroots, the philosophy at the football club, to lay the foundations. Even if he's there for 3-4 years, he will want to win. He wants to win now. We know what players to buy. He can work with youth. He's worked with Pedri and Gavi, for example. He's worked with young players, Spanish players. He's got a tiki-taka style of football. I've been craving someone like that. He's the closest thing. He's the closest gaffer to Pep Guardiola. He's a Johan Cruyff graduate. Why can't we have that at Chelsea? Why do we have to settle for this whole fucking German mentality and model? We had that. We had the best, the creme de la creme of that. So why are you going and settling for less? Why? What for? It makes no sense. Go and get a different brand of football. Go and get a Luis Enrique. He's got everything we need. He's got the credentials. He's got the charisma. Listen, let's have it right. If you've got a Nagelsmann in the dugout, the Ancelotti, right? Yeah, you're lifted. You're a little bit buzzing. He's German, shouting, all that. But if you have a Luis Enrique, it's a next level. It's a different kind of mentality. Your chests are out. You're ready. He'll get the players ticking. He's charismatic, bruv. This is what we need at our football club. We need swagger. Yes, and he wears a Stony. He's got swag. He's got style. He's got drip. He's all got the minerals. He's a winner. He's won all that. He's won the treble. He's managed elite players. He's managed little Messi, mate. You know, you can't beat that. He's managed some great players. You know, why can't we have that? He's good enough. He can nurture a Mudryk. He can nurture an Enzo. He'll have a field day with Enzo. He'll turn him into prime Iniesta, bruv. Do you know what I mean? You look at Minnell's man and go, I want this guy. He's going to press for me non-stop. He's going to get me a goal. He can score me free kicks, set pieces. He's elite. He's quick-minded. He's a Johan Cruyff off the ball. We want that. I've got the silky German, elite, touch, Dennis Bergkamp-esque. He's got all the minerals in there. Just give him his DM. Give him his Busquets. Give him something. You know what I mean? Give him the right profile players, and we can land it, guys. We can land it. But it is what it is, you know. What's everyone saying? Eli, big up to Eli Campbell. Big up to Redskin as well. It says Enrique, definitely a Minerals general. Who else are we talking? Enrique. Ancelotti or Marino. I mean, Marino would be absolutely like shithousery at Chelsea, wouldn't he? He would be. And Enrique's already spoken. He wants to come to the Premier League. Now, let's bring that up. Let's bring this up. I'm just going freestyle, but there is a lot of things I want to go through. All right, this came out. Let me go and get it up. Now, this guy is... he's obviously some sort of journo, as we know. But whether we believe in this or not, I just don't know, guys. Let's bring it up. What's the translate? Right, so he's put up here. Luis Enrique will finally be the new Chelsea manager. It's done. He has everything agreed with the London club. Information received and confirmed directly from London. I mean, this is very ballsy from this guy, Enrique Canellas. I mean, that is like saying it's a here we go from Fabrizio. Do we really believe that right now? This was about 7 or 8 hours ago. Do we believe Luis Enrique is the next Gaffer? Do we believe that, guys? I just think that he's the best out of what's available for me. He's the best of what he's. But that journo probably is full of bangers and mash waffle. But it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. I don't, you know, sometimes we can't believe. Like I say, I don't believe everything, especially when it comes to transfers. We're very skeptical about it. We don't know what is the truth and what is not. You know, Chelsea owners have concerns over Julian Nagelsmann's age. I think that's waffle. Why did Bayern Munich not have issues with his age? Why not? Right, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. It took me a while to distance myself from Chelsea. I really enjoyed working there and formed friendships for life, but the club has changed a lot, which has made it easier to distance myself. So it didn't really trigger big emotions in me. I could not give advice to Nagelsmann because the club has changed. Woo! That's Minerals, Tommy T. That's Tommy T landing it as it is and being an ambassador for the Minerals FC because he knows the club's a shit show. He knows it's a circus. He knows it's not the same Chelsea under Roman, and everyone has to tread carefully. TT's going to come out, and he's already landed Minerals right there. All right, he's landed it right there. 119%. Thomas Tuchel has basically said that this club is not Chelsea. This is not Chelsea. And he will always have Bowley. He'll always have him in his pocket. Absolute muppet. Absolute muppet. In the mud. And do you know what? They can't stand being in the mud. They can't stand being in the mud. And do you know what? TT's on 9 million a year, yet they're paying Graham Potter 12 million a year. It's hilarious, bruv. It's hilarious. Let's rewind that. That's exactly where you belong, Bowley. In the arms of Tommy T, the elite gaffer that he is. He's gone to Bayern Munich, mate. Elite club. Yeah. They sacked Nagelsmann for losing 3 games. Yeah. Being unbeaten in the Champions League, second in the Bundesliga. And they still sacked him. Didn't even have bad form, but he wasn't stylistic what they wanted. He didn't feel that he was elite enough. And they went, and when they found out that Thomas Tuchel was available, they went and got Tommy T straight away. That's the difference, mate. That's what you call an elite running club. That's exactly what it is. Big up to there. He says elite, Zidane, Flick, Enrique. Mediocre is Nagelsmann, De Zerbi. I don't even put De Zerbi in the same bracket as Nagelsmann. I think Nagelsmann and Ten Hag are of a similar level, but I think Nagelsmann's maybe a touch on Ten Hag in the sense of he's won a Bundesliga. He's gone to a stronger league and won a title, but arguably with the best team. But then Ajax were the best team in the Dutch league. But Dutch league is not really, it's weaker than the Bundesliga. So that's where you're going there. And he's got incredible Champions League experience compared to Ten Hag. That's the difference. But the difference with Ten Hag is Ten Hag's got the Johan Cruyff model. That's what you're buying with Ten Hag. Nagelsmann isn't Johan Cruyff model. He's German model. Yeah. That's why I want Luis Enrique, because Luis Enrique is about the Cruyff model. That's what I want at my football club. That's what I want at my football club, guys. Yeah. I need that at my football club. So it is what it is. Yeah. So Tommy T's landed it there. Big up to Tommy T. Respect to him. He's always landing minerals, and we love it when he does. So this is the breaking news, really, that, you know, do not believe what they say, guys. Do not believe this bullshit about the owners stepping back now, because they're not. But I think they're in a position now where it is touch and go, and they do have to step back, but they don't want to let go of this whole model. That's what's going on at Chelsea right now. That's exactly what's going on, and we're at a standpoint now where we could go in the right direction, which in my opinion is, yes, potentially Nagelsmann could be that guy, but he's not proven in building a project. At Red Bull, he was building their project, but he wasn't building it winning anything. And let's have it right, his main ambition was to leave from that and go to an elite club. And he went to an elite club and he actually won something. This gaffer, he wants to go to an elite club, which we are, but who's running the elite club? That's going to be the breaking point. These guys are clowns, and until they back off, that's what's going to happen. We have to accept that. Once they back off, we'll be all right, guys. We'll be all right. Big up to young brother. He's landed a little super sticker there. Big up to you, Geezer. Appreciate the support. You should have written something, Geezer. You should have written something. Big up to you. Right, this is the facts, and Hannah's right. You got to let the football brains, the football professionals, whether that's coaching on the pitch, the players, or whether it's technical directors and that, they have to go. Listen, you got to understand something. The Bangers and Mash waffle I had today, all right, was that the ownership is very difficult for them. They took over the club and it was running very, very quickly, and they had to go out in the market, blah, 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 right? and they're going to spend 300 million. And Todd Bowley's acting as technical director of football, along with Egbali. Let's not put it. Egbali's the kingpin. Egbali's the one pulling the strings, and Bowley's the face. He's the puppet. They'll get rid of Bowley if it still keeps going wrong. They'll just buy him out. 10% merchant, that's nothing. That's small change to them. They'll buy him out. All right, but they want him as the face. It's almost like it's Egbali's back up to the owners fucking up. So everyone focuses on Bowley. That's why he goes out, does all that PR, goes out for meals, great food, wonderful meal, and all this nonsense. All right, Egbali's not doing that. So we have to understand they spent 600 million, and everyone's going, why would you go and spend all that money without having a technical director of football in place? Did you not prepare for this club? You were bidding throughout the whole period. So surely in your bid, you're creating a structure of people in charge to run the football club. That's what you're going to do. But they didn't do that because they're clowns. They think they can do it themselves. So you've wasted almost 600 million without any clear direction, without any clear advice, experience around you to make these decisions. You've gone out there blindfolded. Yeah? Too many fucking Happy Meals you're holding like that, covering your sight. This is the problem. And that's a circus. And I'll keep saying it. It really is. It's actually so embarrassing that just because you're billionaires that you think, yeah, I got the right. But you got to understand this football game, this industry is a dangerous market for people like you that just want to make money. You see, the Glazers never got involved in football. They're hated, granted, because they haven't done certain things with the ground and behind the scenes. Granted, it's shocking. But at the end of the day, they never got involved in football. They don't even attend games. There's none of that. They're not going out getting pissed up while their gaffer's getting death threats. They're not walking across the pitch with a bottle of beer. Yeah? They are silent as you like. They're shadows. And they just cash in. And they let the football professionals do the job. That's the difference. That's the difference. These guys are not doing that. And now they're in a position where we got them and they have to do it. Yeah? They have to do it, guys. That's what's happening. Where is it? All right, here's Dahars Land Series says, am I the only one thinking that this altar guy looking like a Pep Guardiola from Wish? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, geezer. But are you talking about, what's his name? Bruno. Bruno Mars, yeah? Guys, hit that like button, every single one of you. He says Bowley is the Sicario for them. Yeah, maybe he is. He is. Listen, he's the face. He's the face. But guys, you have to trust me. Knowledge is power, and I'm sharing it with you, and I have been for a long time. And we are now in this moment in our club where we can really go in the right direction. And I'm excited by that, but at the same time, I'm very, very worried that it will not go that way. And we're going to get some shocking news that it's going to be some next slightly better yes man mold Gaffer. That's what I'm worried about. You see, the majority of the platforms out there that maybe a lot of you might watch, they don't have this knowledge. They don't have a clue what's going on. All right. They don't understand the severity right now. They just think, yeah, we've got rid of Potter. Well done, Bowley. We applaud you. We love you, Bowley, and all this nonsense. When in reality, they don't understand the ownership, mate. The ownership is bad news. The ownership are fucking dangerous, mate. Yeah. And they are there to milk us. That's their main prerogative. They just want to make money off Chelsea. That's all they want to do. They're not interested in winning and making us great and challenging and this and that. They're happy to sell you a process. Their so-called Happy Meal with a toy. This is the process. And if you watch McDonald's, if you've ever looked at that clip of McDonald's and they took a Big Mac, a quarter pounder, some fries, and they put it in a container, a glass container, so you can look through, transparent, And they had it there for months and it hadn't changed. Months. No mould, no nothing. Yeah? For months. Because of the way it's preserved. Well, that's the way they're preserving their model at Chelsea. They're feeding us these Happy Meals that are preserved with absolute toxicity. That it's all a deception of we're going to sign these players, we're going to keep signing players and young players like the Ecuadorian we just signed, 15 years old, we're not going to see in 3 years because they don't understand they bought a player that you don't know what he's going to be like in 3 years, calling him generational wonder kid and all this stuff. He's too young to say that. You can say he's talented, but generational wonder kid, that's a bit fucking excessive, bro. You know what I mean? That's what they're going to do. That's the model. And we can't buy that because we'll stagnate. And over 5 years, we'll be like, oh, we'll be lucky if we win anything or challenge or win an FA Cup. That's going to be Chelsea because they get the wrong manager. The right gaffer is the most important thing. You cannot fuck this up. Right now, Todd Bowley, Egbali cannot get this wrong. This is the moment now to put it right, to align your vision with an elite gaffer and let this gaffer control the team. If he wants to keep Kai Havertz, or if he wants to keep Kante, Kovacic that you want to sell, or a Mason Mount, if he wants to keep these players, you can't go and dictate to him, I want to sell these players to make money. They're not going to accept that. If they believe in these certain players, then they'll keep them. If they don't and they want to sell them, they'll sell them. That's what you got to trust in the gaffer, that he's got control. Now, I want a gaffer right now. I need him to come in now. I want a gaffer, elite gaffer for Real Madrid. It's very important, guys, that we have this gaffer for Real Madrid game. We know we're not having it at Liverpool, and we have to see what happens at Liverpool. But it's going to be a similar scenario like when we played Borussia Dortmund, that the players have to lift themselves. It's going to be interesting, guys. Who's going to play? Are we going to, for example, are we going to see Mason Mount? Are we going to see Mason Mount? Big up to Stu. Landing it. This is the facts. Doesn't matter who we get. The Yanks run the club and the team. That's obvious. That's what we say. That's the truth. That's the true narrative. Listen, let's bring it up again. Let's bring it up again today. All right. I can't get it up. There we go. There we go. Everyone can see it. That's the truth. He ain't coming from a Matt Law, because Matt Law's part of the club. This has come from someone else. Yeah? This is facts. This is facts. All right? 119%. I stand by it. Jose Mourinho, Anfield. I stand by it. 119%, guys. You ain't getting Ancelotti. Yeah, you're a long way from Starbucks. You think you're getting Ancelotti, bruv. No chance. So, guys. Where are we going to go? These are pivotal days right now. We cannot afford to wait for the summer. We cannot risk our Champions League. Champions League is all we got to play for. We have to go out there and have a go at Real Madrid. And we need someone to lift us. We need that injection. But it has to be the right gaffer. Big up to Julius. You know it, my geezer. Big up to Julius. You know it. It's facts. This guy's called... When you call someone a yes man, what does that mean? Everyone knows it, guys. Everyone understands what yes man is. Yes, sir. Please, sir. 3 bags full, sir. I'll sit down, sir. I'll do what you want, sir. You want me to drop Mason Mount, sir? Okay, sir, I'll do it. You want me to play Reece James like centre back? Yes, sir. You want me to play Loftus-Cheek? Yes, sir. You don't want me to play Aubameyang? Yes, sir. Okay, sir. 3 bags full, sir. That's the going rate, bruv. That's the going rate. Literally. And what's happened to the mentality coach? Where's he gone from the All Blacks? We ain't had nothing on this. Where's that gone? In the mud. What do you need that for? Listen, you got players like Thiago Silva. You got generals like Mason Mount and Kovacic that are mentality monsters, mate. Yeah? That's what you want, mate. That's what you want. listen, guys, you know, I just want. Yeah. Thank you, Todd. Have a good night, Todd. Love you, Todd. Bunch of fucking idiots. All right. What you should have been going is, when are you going to sack that jellyfish yes man and change your model, Todd? Let's have it right. Well, right now, like last night, was monumental. Was a fantastic stream that he got sacked. And it's not that we're celebrating his sacking in particular. We're celebrating the fact that the model can change, guys. That's what we're celebrating. And we have to celebrate it, guys. Yeah. So I stand by it. It's between Nagelsmann and Luis Enrique. They're the two. They're both available, but Enrique is the one that's available right now. So me personally, I'm going in for Enrique. I want that tiki-taka. I want that charisma. I want that experience. I want someone who's won the Champions League, the Super Cup, Club World Cup. He's won La Liga. I want that fucking, them minerals at Chelsea. That's what I want. I need it. We deserve it. We've had Jellyfish Potter for this disgraceful period of time, and we've gone from being a top 4 team to sitting 11th. You know what? The owners, Begdagad Barley, yeah, and what's his name? Todd Bowley, yeah, the one, honestly, shocking. You've taken us to 11th place. You have spent 600 million. You have sacked 2 managers. You sacked the elite Gaffer to bring in a mediocre Gaffer that's won nothing. Spent 600 million and got us 11th. And everyone's going, oh, well done, Bowley, for sacking Potter. I mean, what are people on, man? What gear is it? Shocking. Let's bring something up. Someone tagged me in something today. Let me get it up. Let me get it up. While I do that, guys, smash the pieces that like button. Smash the pieces the like button. Where is it? Here it is. Right, I want to play this. Hopefully, it hasn't got any music on it.
Y recuerdo que les hice una especie de broma o de chascarrillo y les pregunté a los jugadores qué creían que podía ser lo peor que nos pudiera pasar ese día. Y entonces ahí me acuerdo que empezaron a hablar algunos, no sé, Alves, Xavi, los veteranos. Pues que, no sé, que no fuéramos fieles a nuestro estilo, pues que no sé qué, empezaron a decir cosas de fútbol, ¿no? Y yo lo único que les dije, lo peor que te puede pasar en un día como hoy es ser jugador de la Juventus y tener enfrente al Barça. Imagínate marcar a Luis Suárez, imagínate marcar a Ney, a Leo, a Andrés Iniesta, a Busi, a intentar marcarle un gol a Marter Stegen, intentar rematar Morata con Mascherano o con Piqué, intentar defender Ebra a Dani Alves. O sea, hacerles un símil así, un poco de broma, pero en realidad, imagínate que estamos en la charla de la Juve y os estoy hablando del Barça, estaréis cagados. O sea, es que no hay otra. Y recuerdo...
You get that? What's the worst thing that can happen? What's the worst thing? The worst thing that can happen is for the Juve players to look at us and brick it and go, fuck, we're playing, I'm coming against you guys. That's what he's talking about. Not about losing, not about we might lose the Champions League, not about their certain players. No, that they are bricking it with us because we're the minerals. We're the elite club. We're the elite players. We're the geniuses on the pitch. They're shitting themselves with us. That's mentality, man. Reverse psychology. It's minerals. It's elite. That's what I want at Chelsea Football Club. End of. So Bowley, Barley, you're listening. Let's have it right. Go and get Luis Enrique at Chelsea Football Club. Do yourselves a favour and land it for us, the supporters. We deserve it. You can change your model. You can tweak your model, but I mark my words, you will not be disappointed with a gaffer like that. And if you do give him what he deserves, we're going to have the sexiest football. We're going to win titles and we're going to compete. and we're going to develop the young players that you got. That is what we want, guys. There should be no delay. We should be straight in that. Shit on a blanket right now. We should be all over it. Let's have it right. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC, up the Luis Enrique. Yeah, let's get him in, guys. That's who I want. I generally want this Gaffer. I generally think this guy's the one. He's built for us, man. Let's have our own Pep Guardiola, our tiki-taka. Let's have our Johan Cruyff elite ambassador and student of the Cruyff mentality, the Cruyff formula. Let's bring that to Chelsea Football Club. And Bowling Egbali, all is forgotten, bruv. All is forgotten, bruv. You know? Let's go, guys. Let's land it. Big up to young brother again. He's landing his super sticker. Big up to you, geezer. Big up to you. Respect. Who else we got? Indefinite saying, Flick in 86 games won 7 trophies. But he had a complete team. Listen, you know, how did Nagelsmann deal with the egos in that dressing room? That's another thing. Did he have some fallouts? Were there some issues? Did he not get the best out of some of the players? You have to question that. Can he deal with egos? Enrique can. Enrique dealt with Messi, Neymar, Suarez, bruv. Iniesta, Xavi, Busquets. Come on, man. And then he's gone to the Spanish national team. He's dealing with Gavi and Pedri and young talent and believing in them and giving them a role in the team. I mean, this is what we want. We've got a balance of everything. We've got a balance of experience, egos, elite players, and youth. That's the winning formula. And we've got that in the Gaffer. So he will naturally, whatever plays he looks for or gives advice on or demands, that will automatically benefit us as the team and the squad, and therefore we can compete and they will make money. Bowling Egbali, because their focus is money, they'll make money because Enrique will get us in the top 4. He could be the difference in us going and winning the Champions League this year. That's what you go. That's what you. When you say you pay the big bucks for elite gaffers, for someone whose in-game management is top notch, you got to go for it. Nagelsmann is still a risk because he's young. Enrique's at a good age as well, but he's got that heavyweight minerals back up to him. Outside of Barcelona, yes, you can say he's a little bit questionable, yeah, but he hasn't had the time or the backing anyway. So it's very hard. It's a small sample size. If you give him a backing, and yes, he did have one of the greatest teams, we know that, but he still had to deliver, and he did. So that's for me, guys. That's for me. That's the one I want at Chelsea Football Club. And Nagelsmann as well is a hothead. Will he fall out with the owners? Maybe Enrique will fall out with the owners. You know, this is the price. This is what I'm saying. The owners have to back down now. They have to back down. If they back down, they're not in that. They should be taking a step back, sitting back and allowing these gaffers to implement their style. But you say Enrique and he's technical player. We do have technical players. You know, he might want a João Felix still. He'll love a Mason Mount. He'll love Kai Havertz. He'll love Mudryk. He'll love Enzo. He'll look at Reece James and Chilwell. Listen, he can work with these players, but he will go out and buy some others. And Julia says Nagelsmann is a hothead. He's not a yes man. He's clashed with Oliver Kahn, and you know Kahn is a psycho. Listen, Nagelsmann is not a yes man. So my point is this: if you go and get a Nagelsmann and you go and get an Enrique, we are going in the right direction, Minerals FC Army. That's what I want. I don't want to hear De Zebri. I don't want to hear Silvers and all this shit. I don't want to hear the guy from Sporting Lisbon. I don't want to hear Thomas Franks. I don't want to hear these gaffers. I want Nagelsmann, Enrique, Flicks of this world. This is what we want at Chelsea Football Club. It is what it is. It is what it is. You know, do we get that? We have to wait, guys. There's no breaking news tonight. There's nothing heating up tonight. We don't know. We don't know if anything's going to come out or what's been said. But what we do know what's been said is that the facts of the matter is that it's been confirmed as I've been saying, that that Potter was a yes man. He was dictated by the ownership. That's a problem, guys. That's a major problem. That's a major problem at Chelsea. And that has to stop. That has to stop. Like the Vine says, I don't think there's a manager suited to us in the market. Why? I mean, Enrique and Nagelsmann are. I mean, Nagelsmann to an extent, yes, because of the Red Bull model they're trying to implement. Yeah, what a great line. Big up, Johnny. The thief is gone, but the mafia still remains. Come on. Mount is a technician. He won't get rid of Mount. This is the interesting one. What happens? Because the club want to sell Mount. So if the owners want to sell Mount, but a Nagelsmann or an Enrique, whoever comes in says, no, I want Mount, because they're going to have backbone and demands, not like Jellyfish Potter. What happens? That's a sticky point. Sticky point. Of course, I'd take Pep Guardiola. I'd take him in a heartbeat, but he would never bow down to these demands from the owners. Absolutely not. People saying Enrique's a done deal. I don't think it is. Nothing's come out on that. Nothing's come out on that. And I agree. When we sacked Tuchel, when they sacked Tuchel, not us, they, when they sacked Thomas Tuchel, within 24 hours, they hired Graham Potter. It was already planned. So there must be a plan for the next Gaffer. And I expect it to be announced maybe tomorrow before the game, maybe after the game, maybe tonight. I don't know. I don't know, guys. What is everyone saying? Does everyone believe we can finally change this model? I don't know. I think it's still touch and go at the minute. It's still touch and go. You see, in order for them to be sustainable, a yes man is not going to work at a club like Chelsea. That's where they've gone wrong, because they don't understand football. They thought it was going to work with Potter, but it doesn't work because he's not got the respect of the players and the supporters. All right, because he hasn't achieved anything. And you can't bring in a Gaffer that has achieved and has a track record and bring him into Chelsea and try and dictate to him the football team and who should play and who we should buy. That cannot happen. So you can only instill this yes man model in a Red Bull club, a Brighton club, a Brentford, these sort of clubs. You can only do it there. You can't do it. You can't do it at Chelsea, elite clubs, because these clubs have much higher demands, expectations. They demand to win every season, something. That's what Chelsea is. We're a winning machine. So you've stripped us of that. You stripped us of all the elite mentality, all the elite winning thoughts and spirit of our team and the unity. You've destroyed us and gutted us out. So it is what it is. It is what it is. So we have to see what happens, guys. Yeah, I agree. I think the model, they're fighting to keep the model and they're trying to get the right manager in place to keep their model, but they're finding it very difficult now to get that manager. And that, I love landing the minerals, and I've always landed it. I don't disappoint. But I said to you guys, the moment Potter is sacked, the moment he's taken out, their model has to change because it's too costly for them. They can't afford to keep going like that. And now they realise it's not going to work. They have to go for a top Gaffer, and a top Gaffer will not let them fuck around with the team. That's the difference, guys. We land it everywhere we go. And we are in a powerful position as supporters where we can dictate now. We have to keep force feeding it. The eye of the fan is it. The eye of the fan will listen to us supporters. We want a proper gaffer. We don't want no mediocrity. We don't know young fucking. We want someone who's experienced and knows the game and knows what he wants and wants to win. And he'll do whatever it takes to win, and you're going to give him the resources and the backing to do that. And I don't mean you have to blow 150 million on every fucking player in every position, but to give him the support. Go and get him the DM that he wants. Go and get him the players that he wants. And if there's players in that current squad that he thinks, no, they're not quite for me, you sell them, you make your money because you like to make money, and you move. And you let the football professionals do their job. That's how you run a football club, and you'll have success. Why? Because you'll go out and win things. And when you win things, it creates a buzz. And when you have that buzz, the supporters love you. And then we chant your name in the ground. Not right now. You ain't getting no chance. You ain't getting no support. Nothing. Right now, you're in the woods. You're in the woods. Everyone knows you're in the woods. Yeah? It's clear as day you're in the woods. We don't want you in the woods. We want you out of the woods. You got to change it. You have to change it. You have to change it. And that's the facts. Big up to Julie, says Minnals FC is destroying these clowns. He has exposed on every fucking step they took. When are people going to wake up? They're not waking up. Majority are not waking up. People are going to me, what, are you still not happy? Happy about what? We're sitting 11th. We've sacked a gaffer that should have been sacked against Southampton after Southampton game. We're still here. We're still waiting for the golden ticket of getting a top manager because I know what the model is. You lot don't know what the model is. The ones that are questioning what I say is because they don't understand the model. The model is what's dictated where we are now. So the sooner you understand that, the fact that the model was the reason Thomas Tuchel got sacked. Thomas Tuchel come out today and said what he said. It's not the same club. What more do you want me to say? How much more literal can we be? Big up to Colin. Colin goes far back as Lukaku. Wow. The cement before I called this guy out 10 months before we bought him. I said, don't go near him. Don't stay away from him. Yeah? He ain't a Tuchel profile player. Can't play possession football. Isn't suited to the Premier League. He's failed in the Premier League. He doesn't score against any of the big teams. He hasn't got the elite mentality. And there we go. Do you know what I mean? I was proved right on that. I don't want him. And he ratted us as well. That was it. Done. And the brown envelopes lied. And we remember I was fighting against the brown envelopes. All the journos coming out with all this waffle. Yes. Facts, bruv. Facts, Colin. Yeah? Facts. Potter and Bowley as clowns as well. 119%. Red Bull Salzburg once signed some young kid named Haaland. Must have had great scouting. Yes, they're great scouting system, but this is the problem, is that they're just there to develop. They're there to develop. T. Crom, how do you know Enrique's done, bruv? How do you know Enrique's done? You can't land them minerals in the chat and without any kind of like substance to it. How do you know Enrique is done, bruv? Yeah, we would be. Listen, under Roman. Big up to Aaron Smith in here. Big up my geezer. Big up to coach here as well. John says, Enrique managed Spain in the World Cup. Come on. What did they do, Johnny? Well, I tell you what they did do. They played wonderful football. They annihilated some team or whatever. But I think you have to look at international football is a very, very difficult game. It's very difficult. It's very unpredictable. You have to rely on everything clicking. And it's just hard, mate. It's not a very good benchmark or a measuring stick for how good a manager is. But look at Hansi Flick. Are we going to look at Hansi Flick and go, oh wow, he was shit for Germany, wasn't he? Look at Germany's team. He didn't even play Kai Havertz for 2 games. They brought him on, and 27 minutes, he scored 2 goals, almost had him in the game again. So what are we measuring Hansi Flick as not a good top elite manager? No. When you look at club football and international football, it's a different measure altogether. Different measure altogether. It is what it is. So it's not a dig, John. It's just that's the way I look at it. I know it's very easy. A lot of people use that argument. Oh, he was shit with Spain, but he did play lovely football. He did take some risks. He brought through some youth instead of some experienced players. He played Rodri at centre back, which is a bit of a weird move, but he's an exciting, creative thinker. So it is what it is. Big up to Trevor as well. Big up to all you guys. Tom Crom T Crom is on it, isn't he, bruv? He's on it. He's adamant that Enrique's coming to Chelsea. Thursday, Friday. John CFC says, I want Flick, to be honest. Yeah, listen, he'll be great. I don't think it's realistic. What do you mean, no interview process? How can you not have an interview process? Of course you're going to have an interview process, bruv. Yeah, and this is what I want him. Is that a joke, Julius? Is this a joke? There's indications Bruno could be in charge for the rest of the season. Egbai and Bailey have instructed for the process to be as exhaustive as possible. Listen, everything will fall into place as long as the model changes, guys. The model has to change. As long as that changes, everything falls into place. That's what I believe, and from what I know anyway. And Jacob Steinberg, he's a waffler, bruv. He's a waffler. He's touch and go, man. They're all coming out. Listen, this is their food and drink, guys. They don't. You know what? They get so many things wrong, and people still buying their bullshit every year, every month. It's like they don't care. They'll just put anything out and they'll go, "Oh, well, that was what we were told," and things change. That's their argument all the time. Things change. Fuck off. Literally. Toothpick Ben Jacobs mudded. Yeah, we know that. He got done the other day, didn't he? Let's bring up now. Tuchel knew this. Yeah, Tuchel knew this.
For me, it's number 6. It depends on your philosophy. I think it's not that you will not get the same answer of every coach, but for me, it's position number 6, nearly like a quarterback, in American football, because he's get linked defense, offense, a lot of decisions during a game in offense and also in defense part. Try to close some spaces for the opponents. Try to speed up the game. Always try to find a good position offense. If you lose the ball in transition, that you can do counter pressing. So it's a really, really important position. Also, goalkeeper is also important. But if you're a manager or coach who want to see offensive football, then the answer will be number 6.
Okay.
And if you're a manager who's more focused on the defense, the answer could be goalkeeper. But both positions are. You also need a striker who can score goals. You need a receiver who can catch the ball. You need every player. But I think the most important topic or most important player is position number 6, because it's like quarterback in American football. Nearly the same.
Yeah.
For build-up game, for transition, always be the link player, you know.
Right.
It's a bit different because we do not have defense, offense, and you change the whole team next situation. But transition is one of the most important topics, and the link player is always number 6, or the defense midfield.
Well, this is exactly what Thomas Tuchel came out and was crying out for, because he'd learnt of Thomas Tuchel. Thomas Tuchel needed that defensive midfielder. He needed that number 6. And now, you know, Nagelsmann's going to come to Chelsea if he does right now, and he's not going to have that player. Now, the likelihood is he'll probably use an Enzo right now. But I think the player that you want, that they're describing, and I think the player that Luis Enrique would want, if I'm being really honest, is someone like Frankie de Jong. And I think they want a Frankie de Jong and Enzo, and they both rotate. They're both capable of sitting in and go forward. And then you buy another, like, proper, just sitting defensive midfielder. And they're your little quarterbacks there that can play balls, that can keep the ball moving, quick transitions. And then you can try and get in, you know, you have your Nagelsmann, you can play your 2 number 8s if you want, or your number 10s, go have a couple number 10s and maybe not so much wingers and maybe a striker in that. That's the way to go, guys, you know. But right now he doesn't have that at his disposal. Maybe that's why he's saying, I want to wait till the summer. You know, that's the thing. Yeah, it would be. That'd be the minerals if we got Frankie de Jong with Enzo. I think that'll be. I mean, for me, my dream midfield. I've got a sort of dream midfield, which would be Mason Mount, Enzo, a Declan Rice, or Frankie de Jong, Enzo, Mason Mount. I think that's fucking. It's got everything, mate. It's got everything. All the minerals in there. All the minerals in there. So we have to see what happens, and we need something to happen soon, guys. Now, we don't want Pochettino. I get what people see in Pochettino in the sense that forget he's at Spurs, but look how he does build up youth players, build up team. But again, he's not a yes man. He has got a style of football, but I think he's a bit more defensive. That's what I'm saying, Julius. Imagine Mount, de Jong, and Enzo, man. Fucking hell. Under Enrique, we'll be landing the minerals every week, mate. That is a midfield you do not want to play against. That midfield would just be elite. Elite. It's my dream midfield, mate. Win Stanley's a rat. He pushed to sack his boy Grandpa. Yeah, you're right, young brother. 100% he threw him under the bus. We know that because he's happy to be at Chelsea. He knows he's going to still be in the job, Win Stanley. He's a yes man. He's another one. He's another yes man. They all are. But now it's got to change. I still don't believe, I still think they'll all be yes men behind the scenes. Win Stanley's and all these guys, no backbone, they're all slimy. But I do believe that they'll step back from the football side of dictating, like how they were forcing Potter to make not play players, change. Listen, there's no coincidence that Graham Potter had to change. He made over 92 changes since being in charge for 27 games. 92 changes. If you go and look at his track record, he's not made that many changes at all the teams he's been at. So why is it all of a sudden at Chelsea? Because he's been told what players to pick. So right, I love landing minerals. I love spitting the truth, and that's exactly what it is. So drink it in all you like. Drink it in, guys. And if you don't want to drink it in, that's your loss. Be another sheep. Be another follower. Be blinded. Smoke some mirrors. Come on. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Tuchel literally taught Nagelsmann everything he knows. I agree. So I think we've got 2 fantastic options in Nagelsmann and Enrique. I think they're really good. This is the sort of manager that's available right now that we can go into the market and go, do you know what? I don't believe in this whole let's build a project for 5-10 years with one manager. Doesn't work like that. I think these managers will be here for 3 to 4 years and they'll move. And then you go and look for the next manager. But what you rely upon them is instilling a philosophy and a DNA of style of play, like Pep's done. You know, you need that. And for me, personally, I think Luis Enrique is that guy. I think Luis Enrique is that guy. So that's my pick. That's my Minerals FC pick of Gaffer for the next Chelsea Gaffer. And I really do think we should go for someone like that. I really do think that. Yeah, we know Bruno's a yes man. Listen, I doubt Mount's going to play. He ain't going to play against Liverpool. They're living it up at the minute. The owners, they're fighting tooth and nail. But guys, we have to make a stand. Do not stop. We do not stop here. We will not accept anything less than a top Gaffer. We don't know wishy-washy yes man jellyfish tax. We're done with that. They need to take a step back. Oh man, big up to every single one of you in here, guys. Big up to every single one of you. So, guys, first and foremost, hit that like button. If you haven't liked it, like it. If you haven't subscribed, guys, please subscribe to Minerals FC. Let's get us up, guys, as high as possible. Let's land the minerals, every single one of you. Respect to everyone for supporting the channel. I did say I'm going to do a members call in, and I will do that. I was going to do it tonight, but I just wanted to land this one. So maybe we do it or after Liverpool game, something like that. Hit the likes, guys. 185 likes is so poor, man. Hit the likes, guys. Hit those likes. It costs you nothing, guys, to hit the like button. Nothing whatsoever. Yeah. In fact, you should like it for this. You should like it for this. Just for this alone, bruv. Come on. Hit the like button, guys. Every single one of you, hit that like button. Hit that like button. So, guys, big up to everyone. Subscribe, notification bell, Minerals FC membership, like button. And I want all your comments down below at the end of the show. Big up to Nick Smith says need to get rid of the shipping. Without fail, Nick Smith will talk about sink of beer, bro. It is shit beer. I can't stand it. Honestly, I can't stand it. But that's funny. Big up to Nick Smith, my geezer. Always. Oh man. Cursor says, I'm surprised the owners haven't gone after Mbappe's younger brother and Jude's younger brother. Well, they do love it. Someone wrote about trafficking and all that. I don't know, man. I don't know if we're going that far. Epstein Island FC. But it is. And let's have it right. Big up to Neil. We're going to do a special one now because this is the facts. This is the facts. Without Roman, mate, without Roman, we don't have this. We see things they'll never see. And Roman was one of us. Proper Chelsea. Proper Chelsea. And he's been taken. Taken FC. We've been taken, guys. Big up Chelsea old boys as well, my geezer. Big up to every single one of you. Touched it. Oh, man. Oh, man. I'm done. I'm done. Oh. Big up. Every single one of you. Listen, that's giving me a little tickle, that is. And well worth it, guys. Big up to every single one of you. Keep landing your minerals in the chat. Land your comments at the end of the show. Everyone, respect every single one of you. Oh, man. All right, guys. Love to everyone, yeah. As always, we'll be back again. Up the Chelsea, up the music. I didn't even talk about the Liverpool game. What's there to talk about? Let's see. Let's see what who plays. Let's see what formation the geezer comes out with. We don't know anything about Bruno. Oh man. Oh man. Fuck. Oh. Oh no, man. Listen, this is what I'm talking about. The chat is golden, man. The chat is golden. It's priceless. Absolutely. Oh, oh man. I can't even read these out. I can't even read these out. But listen, this is what Bowley and Iqbali have done to us. That's what they've done to us. They've literally fucking. Oh man, this is oh, Alex. Oh my word. Oh man. Oh. Whew. This is too much, mate. This is too much. Too much. Honestly, guys. Big up to every single one of you. We're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna wrap it up. But I love it, honestly. What legends. Every single one of you legends, mate. Every single one of you. So as always, guys, like the show. Put your comments down below. It's very important to me. I love all your comments. You land it in the comments at the end of the show. Up the Chelsea. We think we can beat Liverpool? I don't know. Maybe it's very Chelsea-like to do that, and the players are up for it. Liverpool not playing that well at the minute, but we'll see. We'll see what happens, guys. We see what happens. Hopefully, we can do something, but I don't know. A draw at the minute in the condition, and let's get that Gaffer sorted. But I always want to go and win against Liverpool. We hate them, don't we? So it is what it is. But guys, maybe put in the comments down below your predictions for the game and your thoughts on everything I've discussed today, and how you feel about going forward. And keep landing your minerals on social media. Don't stop. Keep landing it and speaking your mind, guys. But yeah, please leave your comments after. Very important for the channel and for me personally to read it. But big up to everyone supporting the channel. Stay healthy, keep winning, and big up to every single one of you. Respect to everyone. Support is immense, guys. And we'll keep on going up, and we have to back our boys tomorrow, and we have to back our club. We have to make sure that this club goes in the right direction, and it's in the power of the supporters. It's not in the owner's hands. It's the supporters that dictated the sacking of Graham Potter. Yeah, we dictated that. They would have kept this guy, but it's us, the supporters. It's our message. That's the difference, and that's how I'm going to end the show. All right, because we have made a difference, and we can always make a difference. So always remember, and always drink their minerals in, that we are the heart and soul of the football club. We have the power to change and dictate our future and make sure we go on the right path where we belong. Yeah. So every single one of you, up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Big up to everyone. And it also came to my attention that someone is selling Minerals FC mugs. I don't know who it is, but there's a link that you're buying mugs. The geezer's selling it for £19. So I don't know. It's not even official, bruv. They put it there. They put the Minerals FC there. When you drink, you want to see it this way, not that way. But anyway, that's what they've done. Big up to them. Fair play. Fair play. But that was funny. It did make me laugh. Respect to you. If you're making money and they're selling it for 19 quid, apparently there's an espresso one you can buy as well. A little espresso. I couldn't, man. Listen, I need to get merchandise on lock, really. We need to get that out. You know what? But I'll try and do a link for that, and then we can, people can get an official one of these. That'll be funny. But Big up to everyone in the chat, man. Every single one of you in the chat. Respect. But listen, up the Chels, up the Middles FC. I'll see you soon. And let's get them 3 points tomorrow. Let's get a proper elite gaffer. Let's go and get Luis Enrique or get a Nagelsmann, whatever it is. Let's go. And I still believe we can do it and we can change the model. We're very close, guys. We have to believe it, that we're there. All right? So big up to you. Let's go. Up the Chelsea, up the Middles FC. We move and we land it everywhere we go. And as always, we see things they'll never see. And we definitely see things they'll never see on the Middles FC. Let's have it right. Up the Chelsea. Let's go. Right, Pride of London. London is blue. Let's have it right. Up the Chelsea, up the Middles FC. Let's go.
Johnny's got the fucking minerals, mate.